Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone in YouTube land? Hope you've had a great day. I'm feeling a little better, so I thought I'd come on for a little while. Lemonhead Penny said he'd be on in a little while, so he'll come and chat with us and tell us all the good things he's found to sell us on Tuesday. I've been chatting with a very nice person down in League City near me and getting some coins and stuff. Well, no actual coins yet. Right now I'm getting albums and airtights and stuff like that from an estate down there. But I gave her Lemonhead and Joe Durbin's names. Let's see. Go to YouTube here. Refresh. There, fresh. Turn off the mic there, but now I have my chat. So cool. How's everybody doing? What y'all been up to? I have been putting coins in these albums I got from the lady I was just mentioning. The albums are airtight albums, and they have holders to hold the airtights so that when you put the coin in the airtight, you put the airtight in the holder, then the holder goes into a sleeve. So it keeps the coins very secure. And the first one I've got going, I used for my uncle's and mine, now they're mine, I guess, Spanish coins, old Mexico coins that were made for Spain that never made it to Spain. He went down with the ship. Joe Durbin Bell there. Moving stuff around on my desk if you didn't know. Getting it all set up so I can show y'all these books and stuff. Little bell. I think they call them biker bells. I actually have a biker bell. Can't wait till I get some more of these coins put up the way they need to be. I'm doing my next set of coins that I'm doing is going to be holographic. And I've got a few already. Apparently they're a lot harder to find than I thought. Let's see. Hopefully Lemon will show up soon. Come on, Lemon. He said 15 minutes, and that was 17 minutes ago. Like I said, putting all these coins up. I've been putting things. I got another nickel box holder that holds tubes up to nickel size from Lemon so that I could put more coins up. And I'm trying not to get any more boxes. I want to put everything in albums where they can be looked at easily, because I feel that's more of what you should do with coins, because if you can't see them, what good are they? Why'd you bother getting them? Now, mind you, this huge thing that I got from him, let me show you. Go to StreamYards again. Got this from Lemon. It's a Abraham Lincoln coin because I like history stuff. Anyway, got this from Lemon but I mean, other than sitting it on a stand, it's not going to fit in any book. I don't know of a book that's made that big. But isn't it beautiful? It's a silver plated. It's not all silver because I don't think I could afford that much silver. Oops, there's a coin I got to put in this book. It's one of my Spanish reals from the 1500s. And this is the book I was mentioning that I got from the lady. It kind of, when I saw it on Facebook, I thought it looked blue. It's actually black. But isn't that neat? Beautiful flower design on it. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. Very nice. And then when you open it up, like I said, it holds airtights. And the airtights, there we go, hold the coins. Isn't that neat? Only 2 on this page. 3, 2, 2. 1 on this one. Nope, there's 4. Getting into some of the younger stuff. I got to put that one in a airtight. I just didn't have time to do it the other day. But let's put this one on in the book. If I can find a spot for it. That's why I didn't put it in the book, because all the spots are full on that page. So let's do this page. It's as easy as that. You don't even have to slide them out. If you can reach it, you can stick it behind, push it up, and it's in. Cool beanie weenies. So that coin's in its spot. It also came with this very nice sleeve holder. I've got a penny book coming from her that's done in green like the Littletons, but it's not a Littleton. Wherever her father-in-law got his stuff from, it wasn't a normal place. He found some really unique stuff. I mean, like these airtights. I'd never heard of them. So I'm going to take out the coins out of this and put them all in airtights. Even though Charlotte doesn't want me to. Because that's going in my second book, which I have 3 of these books. The second book is going to have all holographic coins in it. Holographic and the painted. Because I've got quite a few of those now. Come on, Lemon. So once Lemon shows up, then everybody will show up. Or everybody's asleep, one or the other. Ugh. It's been a rough week. My mono's flaring. Makes for fun. I get mono once or twice a year, easily. And I can handle it except the nausea. I am such a wuss about nausea. I'm wondering where Lemon is. Come on, Lemon. You should be here. I want to chat with Lemon. The other thing I got from him, I put him in the holder. Let's see. Mickey in his spacesuit. Mickey with the American flag and Walt Disney with Mickey on his shoulder. Okay, that's one. These are going out on my mantle. And these are silver bullion browns, 0.999. Okay. Mickey on that end is leading the orchestra in 1935. The second one, he's in a parade doing the drums. Then the Sorcerer's Apprentice. And then Mickey over here, just standing in his tuxedo. Hi, Robert. How are you? Cool. I'm just waiting on Lemon. He said he'd be here. And then we're going to have chat and show and tell. He said about 15 minutes, but that was 25 minutes ago. What you been up to? Well, I'm just going to keep showing coins until he gets here. This, watching a movie, so I will have you streaming in background. I was watching, but I couldn't sleep, so I came in here and sent Lemon a message because I'd asked him earlier tonight if he wanted to chat, and he didn't answer me for a couple hours. Drinking beer. Ah, I can understand that. They say that's why my neck hurts, is because I spend too much time hunched over coins. I don't. I spend too much time playing solitaire and stuff. Hey, Lemon, there he is. Okay, let's get him up here. Guess I could have had this part done. There you go, dear. I also got this from Lemon the last time I bought silver from him, which was all in one night. I bought 8 ounces of silver. Never bought 8 ounces of silver before. I probably never will again. No, I will, because I got to get some Benjamins and stuff. And let me get over. Yeah, I'm on StreamYard, so. Bye, Robert. I was getting worried about you, Lemon. Did you sleep in today? There he is. Hey.
Hello.
Where you been hiding?
Nowhere. Not feeling well.
Know that feeling. I broke with mono again, so.
Yeah. It's always something, but I had to get out here and do something. So what's going on?
Did you get my second email I sent you?
You know what? Because I didn't come out here, and my phone, when I get an email, my phone sometimes gives me notifications, sometimes it doesn't. But when it does, it's not very loud, so I didn't hear nothing. And by the time I saw it, I don't know, it wasn't too long after. I think like 40 minutes it said. So then I sent you a message back, and then you sent another one, and I didn't hear it. I'm sitting right here, but I periodically I check, so that's how I saw it. But I'm doing putting some pennies I got, flips, and grading them. So I got like 4 left, and I just gotta put them in the flips and label them.
Well,
So that's what I was saying. Just give me 15 minutes. That's what I was doing.
well,
And laundry.
the second email I sent you has a.
Oh yeah, I got that one. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's a nice lady.
That's a hard one. I'm sure she is, but like it was not her collection. It was somebody else's, right?
It was her father-in-law's.
Yeah. So she probably doesn't know anything about coin, but it's not being able to see it. It's really a hard thing. You know, like even I don't like buying coin online, period. And occasionally I will, but really only from other dealers because it's you could really get screwed, you know. And it's I don't to see the coin online from a person that's not coin, it wouldn't do her a justice or me. So
Okay.
like being honest is one thing, but I mean unless she has easy stuff like it's just like 90%, then I can give her a price for that. But I mean, what kind of stuff is it?
It's mainly pennies. He collected a lot of pennies. He had a bunch of them. He sent off and got them graded.
Yeah.
He has like a 1936 DDO.
Yeah.
And
slab?
Yeah. Yeah, when she started talking about all the ones he had sent off and everything, I knew she wasn't going to sell. She's been putting them on Coins USA.
Oh, see, so she's already, she's listing some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, then that it's I already know. Then she's trying to get like she already knows values, so it's gonna be there's no one ever is gonna pay her.
Well, I told her that I told her about you and Joe, and I said they won't give you huge money for it, but they can take. I said they might take a big chunk of it off your hands, and then you don't have to deal with it.
Yeah, that's it's I would just be all I can offer is what I'd offer anybody.
I know.
Yeah, the same. You know, the price is the price is what it is. The offer would be the same. It's not when you're buying stuff like that, it's hard. But it's I already know without even contacting her. It'll be tough because she's already listing things on her own, so she's trying to realize as much as she can.
Yeah, look at this.
Because if she truly didn't really give a crap, like she wouldn't be putting stuff up on a website.
Do you see this?
Yeah, that's pretty.
I got this from her. It holds airtights. And I got 3 of them for $15 a piece, $45.
Yeah, those are nice.
And then
does it say who makes them on there anywhere?
Airtight.
Oh, they're airtight product. Yeah, those are nice looking. And then it goes into 3 albums into one sleeve, dust sleeve.
No, it's got each one has their own sleeve. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then bags of airtights.
Yeah, nice. BU Robert says I spent a bunch today. I bought 3 rolls of BU Rosy dimes. I love dimes.
You and me both.
Well, I'm curious what years you got.
So what have you found lately?
Oh, I haven't, not too much. A bunch of Booker T. Washington commends. 1837 cent. A really pretty and I think it's undergraded. But Cameo, Benji. I can't see what I'm doing. I hate that. And
oh, that is pretty.
Yeah. Like that spot right there, pretty sure it's on the holder. My lighting here isn't very good. Oh, it could be on his cheek. Yeah, that's probably what gave him the 66. But yeah, I mean, it's cameo. Yeah, it's a good looking coin, man. Beautiful coin.
What year is it?
1960. I know it's real popular right now. It's trending. So it gained this past month when I checked it. And I'm going off of memory. Let me check right now. But yeah, so that was the reason I got it.
Well, you're in luck. I need a 1960.
Sweet. What's the house?
But that would be sad to take it out of the holder.
Why? Break them out all the time.
Oh, really?
Everybody does. If you're gonna put them into an album, it's just what they do is they save the label, and you keep the label with the coin that for so that because it's already graded, the grading. But if you ever have it for value to sell, I see them all the time. The people sell their sets, and then they'll have the labels from whatever it is, the third party grader that graded it, go and they sell it with it. So it's just like if they call it a certain grade, you don't want to just throw the label away. You always keep the label because you're going to get that. It's just proving that it is the grade. But yeah, or else it's like if you're going to do a collection and you got one coin in a slab and some in the raw, there's not really an album for that. It does a mix of the two. It's you're either collecting them graded or not in the raw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you have a mostly raw collection, it just cracking it out. It kind of dictates you got to crack it out, but you don't have to. You can do it any way you want. You know that.
Oh, I'd crack it out. You know that.
I don't know. I mean, it's in a PC disc. It in the holder. Realistically, it's probably worth more in the holder, but it just depends on what you're doing it for, really. And then I mean, at the price point, I don't think it's a big deal either way. So let's see here, Franklin. I lost it. Boop, boop, boop. Proofs halves 60 cameo. Yeah, Proof 66 in specific. This coin, it gained 4% last month, and I think the month before, 4%. So that's pretty cool, and it's still trending. So what that means is like this month is coming up right now. Mm-hmm. It's going to gain again. What it gains, it's anybody's guess, but it's certainty. So right now it lists $75, and on the trend, it's trending up. So that's a nice coin.
Well, I'm sure somebody at your auction will get up that high.
Get up that high. That's a coin that's like, how you can't. Why would I start it lower? I start a lot of things lower, but I'll start coins lower that are common. Nothing about it that's special. This coin has everything going for it, though. It's not that whatsoever. So it's like that's a coin that it should sell for more than what it lists for, easy, because it's already got a proven track record of it's a popular coin in that grade, and all those trending or not trending, they're all dictated by real auction prices that it realizes. That's where they get their numbers. So if I sold for anything less, then I'm giving away. It's like free money. It's not really spoken about here a lot because It's YouTube is really not. It's a lot of stuff is practiced here. How I don't know how you put it, like incorrectly, to be honest. It just depends on who they frequent, who they watch, where they get their information. Some of it's kind of loose, some of it's spot on. It just depends. But yeah, but the green and red arrows mean something,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just there for nothing. It's funny. It's just like you should be excited when you get things that are trending, because that means that they're gaining. They're gaining value, and that's, I mean, that's a good thing always. Hey, David Carlisle, what's happening, brother?
Hey, David. So what else did you find good?
Large cent.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's NGC in a soap bar, 1837.
1837? Oh, I need a half cent. Okay. That's still pretty.
Yeah, it's I mean, I didn't dig into to regrade it, but I think it's undergraded too.
You said many times that they did that for a while back then.
Yeah, but this age of the holder, it's not really
That old.
yeah, it's not like a Rattler, like early PCGS or anything. So it's like they're usually pretty spot on. And again, I'm not saying it matter of factly, because I haven't scrutinized it. Hey, Rich Callie, what's going on, man? Good to see you, brother.
I am so looking forward to getting your package tomorrow.
Oh, is it tomorrow finally?
Mm-hmm.
Right on. Yeah, I put some goodies in there that are they're as good as the stuff you bought. We'll see.
I told
One of them that I sent extra surprise is really dynamite. So you should be pretty happy.
Cool. Gonna tell me what it is?
Well, you're getting it tomorrow. It's a surprise.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with me wanting to know now.
It's a brick of gold.
It's a brick of gold?
No shit. Just found a 58 D over D inverted D nickel. Oh, right on, man. Nickels, huh? No, not doing no cents today.
Hey, Rich.
Rich Callie's a fine connoisseur of coin. 65, cool. No, nickel's real forgiving, man. But like 65 grade, you shouldn't have. I think you're allowed like one or two maybe nicks in the fields, but really you don't want. I think to make that grade, there shouldn't be any in front of his face, But I see some graded nickels that they get some high grades, man, and it makes you go, damn, maybe I'm too tight, too conservative of a grader. But it's like every coin is different, That's why I rely on the books. I try to keep it as textbook as I can. And then the more you do it, the more you start to you don't have to pull the book out sometimes. No pennies today, right on. Yeah, I just got a bunch of early Wheaties and 1915s, 13s, 14s, 12, 11D, but a bunch of S's. So that's cool. And they're all in fine and very good. So that's nice.
Well, good. That gives me time to search my books and see what I need before your auction.
It's hard. It's weird, man, because I don't know what's going on, but I think I brought a few the last week, 2 weeks in a row, and the pennies people weren't excited about the wheats. And then I got like really nice like BU, choice BU, like in all the 30s years, you know, and I still got them. They're still sitting here. I can't even believe nobody didn't buy the 36 and the 37 I got, because these are good looking. And it's I mean, they're not impossible to get or anything, but I mean it's it just blew me away. I thought like that'd definitely be something that went. So that's like when I talk about you never know, it's true, man. You know, the things you think will go, and you get surprised. And then there'll be something that you didn't think much of, and that's what they fight over. So it's like, it's fickle. Then you got the handful of resellers that act like they're not resellers that are there. They're always there. They're the ones that buy most of everything up.
Yeah, everything I buy goes straight into my
ball. I act like I don't know. It's all good.
My stuff goes straight into my collection. You know what happens with mine.
Oh, it doesn't matter either way, man. When you buy it, it's yours. You can play frisbee with them. I hope you don't, but
No, I take good care of my coins.
yeah, I do too.
Better now than I used to. Mainly because I got tired of I can't find this one. I still haven't found that one penny.
Yeah, right, Rich? That's what I'm talking about. I mean, like the 30s are I think it might be a sign that everybody's getting spoiled. You know? So it's like all of a sudden the things that they used to go ape over, you know, I'm gonna have to start charging proper price maybe. That might wake everybody up.
Or do you think it could be financial problems due to COVID?
No, it has nothing to do with that, because they're all buying still. The matter of fact, COVID did not affect the coin market at all. The coin market is doing great. It's doing just fine. It didn't put a hurting on it at all. Literally, that's everything I read. So all the different facets of coin too. And here it's the all my auctions have been, since I've been back, they've been like normal. You know, not as many people, but that's because I'm just getting back, so I don't know how the notification thing's going. But all my faithfuls, and then yeah, and most people are sitting at home making more money now than they were when they were at work, because the government giving them the extra $600 on top of their whatever they get normally for unemployment. I think it's coming to an end though. I wonder if they're going to extend that.
Don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, because I don't get it, so it don't matter to me.
I just don't watch news if I can help it.
Yeah, I don't at all. Literally. Mention your actions there. Hey, I appreciate that, dude. Man, you were on the other night, and I couldn't make it, so I wanted to get over there. And I was like, dang it, Rich Kelly's on, because you're one of my favorites, definitely. And so I'll have to catch you next time. And then I've been meaning to try to start getting back to like when I used to do the late night streams, because I'm finding myself I'm hanging out in people's streams, and it's not really good for my channel. It's not bad. It's because I like being there, but I need to start doing what I did before, because it was like people got accustomed to it. So I'll pick a night here to do like late night coin chat, and you know, or just hanging out, shooting the breeze while whatever I'm working on at the time. People used to like that too, and I got a lot of stuff to catch up on, a lot of roles to go through. Yeah, and then coins that need rechecking. A lot of stuff I purchased, air and variety. I'd gotten a big bulk lot, and there was some early on going through it. I've only been through it once quickly, and pulled out like the key stuff, and it was all legit, and that was pretty awesome. But there's so much in there. But a few of them I went through and they weren't proper. The labeling was incorrect. They weren't what they said it was. So I have to really scrutinize all that stuff. There's no just taking it out and trusting what's written on it ever. You gotta check. Hey, what's up, Alden? What's happening, man?
Hey, Alden.
My boy's in the house.
Come on up.
Hey, right on, Mike. Good to see you too, brother. Upgraded my hardware using a 4K camera to do StreamYard 720. I have a Pro Light show on my phone coins. Another yeah. What a 4K camera? So it's like a USB camera made for like to plug in your computer. What'd that run you, if you mind me asking? Because I really like showing coin is the most difficult part. And these cameras that I'm using now, it's made for streaming specifically. Great camera, but when it gets down to like showing coin, things are small. It's these aren't the cameras to use. I've just been getting by with it. Oh, and I was lurking on you while I was working the other night, and you were showing your Tiger pennies, Rich. Sony semi-pro video camera. Not me. Okay. Hey, those ones you were showing, I have a few stragglers, right, with the same kind of color, and that lime green, yellowish, goldenish, like it's I have a few just like the ones you had, and you were showing the collection you had gotten. But those things were gorgeous, and it's like, keep them in the raw, man. Forget PC jets. Like if that's the case, that's ridiculous, because it's like any true penny collector would love to have those.
Would I fall over for them?
I don't see why not. Well, they're not like along the lines of the toning that you like. It's produced by a certain type of album, and I've seen it. Like I got one right here, matter of fact, that has Tiger Stripe on it, and it's brown too. And it can only be from a Preston album because it's only on the reverse. And I've had whole Mercury dime sets that the backs of them, they were Tiger striped, and they toned like super dark. I have came across the ones that were like glued, like you were talking about. Yeah, Whitman albums. Yeah, the humidity, right? They got damp, and they call them Tiger stripe. Yeah, I've came across a lot of them when I used to work at the shop, stripping albums.
How's everybody doing, guy?
Women folder album. I know I think we're talking about the same thing. Folder's more. You're right. Folder is the proper like Jurgen. It's not an album. I think I'm in a bad habit of loosely saying that. What's up, Alden?
Oh, not a whole lot. Painting some windows.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, painting insides tonight. Slow.
Yeah. Tedious. That's tedious work right there.
Yeah, it is. But once I get them done, they'll look good.
Oh yeah, man! Fresh coat of paint and new glaze go a long way.
Yeah, I remodeled the whole inside of this house 3 years ago, but because I smoke,
yeah,
these windows in the dining room got brown. So my wife was like, "Would you paint them?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So that's what I'm doing. But I get them all reglazed, so I'm good there.
Nice.
That was a damn job.
Yeah, nothing. It's one of those jobs with just nothing fun about it. You just got to get it done.
Yeah, you just got to do it. Once you get it done, though, you're fine. But But hopefully I won't never have to worry about it again. So.
No, that's right.
Oh, you get a long time out of fresh glaze. Matter of fact, it'll stay soft for a long time. You know, pliable.
Yeah, I know it. That's why I'm waiting until fall to paint them. I'm hoping to harden up enough by September or so to.
See, you know, all I know is my whole career here is on the West Coast. So weather-wise, there's a lot of things that it's not the same here because of the weather. You know?
Right.
You have real seasons. We got one season and that's it. 72 degrees.
Yeah, that's it.
Sunny.
Must be nice.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, I mean it's really why it's so populated. People come for the weather. It's the best weather in the world.
I'll tell you what, it has worth the price of high prices and taxes, though.
Yeah, we got to pay for it.
Hell, I say, my daughter, I couldn't believe. Well, she makes good money, but they have to make good money out
there. Right?
I mean, you know.
Making money here, if you were able to make the same, like in most of the rest of the country, you would be living a way better quality of life. Except it depends on what not everybody calls quality. You know, like all the stuff that we have here in California, as far as like art and I mean, really, we got everything here. So,
well, it's wild because my daughter and son-in-law make probably 3 times what my wife and I make, and we live as good or better than she does.
Yeah, that's the same old story. Everywhere, always. Every time somebody tells me what they pay for like their house or something back east or in the middle of the country, it blows me away because it's like I'm paying twice as much for like a really like shitty house in not a great neighborhood, and it's the way it is.
Yeah, I own the side of a mountain with a 3-bedroom nice home. $75,000 for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a hell of a deal on it. It's worth $200,000, but even $200,000 out there, you can't buy shit.
Yeah, it all comes down to like it's really your job. You know, if you're lucky enough to find employment, you know, like whatever it is you do in the places where the price of living is lower, then that's a blessing. That's a blessing.
I think so.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
I want to turn this computer around. I'm going to paint while I'm talking, so.
We're just flipping coins and flips.
Penny, how are you, honey?
I'm fine. I'm putting coins in airtights and putting them in my airtight books.
Cool. I've got to send you a package halfway soon. I still haven't gone through all them hands.
Okay.
But I will. I just haven't had time. I've been working. I've had to go back to work, and I'm trying to do this when I'm home, so it's been kind of rough the last few days.
Thought you weren't going back to work for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I didn't think so either, but they called me in. They got busy. They opened things back up, so. But I'm thinking about retiring. Coming about October, hopefully won't have to be there no more.
So the ghosts were bumping, huh?
Yeah, I'm ready to call it quits. I enjoyed being home too much. I was home for 3 months.
Gets addictive staying home.
Yeah, it is. I've worked all my life. And to be able to spend time here at the house and piddle and do what I want to is kind of nice.
Oh,
to be honest.
Man, I got an MS 70 right here. Oh, look at that thing.
Oh.
Look at the seals on that thing. Right? God, that's gorgeous.
Kind of hard to beat that MS 70, isn't it?
Telling you.
That works for me.
Mhm.
I can't wait to get my package, pal.
Did you check your tracking?
I haven't checked it. No, it's not time yet.
Okay.
The mail's slow.
Yeah, that's what everybody's telling me.
Yeah, everybody's having. Hell, I've got stuff that's been out for 3 weeks I ain't got yet.
Yeah, I haven't had Deanbrook tell me that bad, but like I just did a trade with Fire Cajun, and he sent. God, I just got an email from him telling me that he sent it, and I already got it. It's
Oh,
here.
really?
Yeah, it was like a few days, so it's like the normal time frame on his. I got it in, so I don't know. It's everything is different. I guess it depends on like what hubs it goes through, you know.
Well, yeah, it's where I'm at. Here in the mountains, things are a little slower anyway.
But it's so. I mean, look at this thing, man. This is a bullet that he made a money clip and made it a money.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That is cool. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, man. And then he sent me one of his little. That was all the deal. It was only for that, and I sent him like a really nice grade 50 Denver, the key date for the nickel.
Right.
Yeah, because he collects 50 Denvers like specifically. He's got like rolls of them by now.
Huh.
And yeah, pretty nice. And then this is one of his little rounds, silver round. It's like almost 6 gram.
Oh,
That's his stamp. He's got the fire stamp.
Oh, Fire Cajun. Yeah, he sent me some stuff.
Yeah, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? He's gotten so good, man.
Yeah, he sent me a piece of fire hose. He made put
The grill season. And that's like, this is awesome. That's really he's my buddy, man. He's one of the guys I've known the longest on here. I love Fire Cajun.
Oh,
He had like the little keychain with the 2 of his stamps on it. So that's cool. That's nice, man.
He's been real good to me since I've been around.
Yeah, he's always supports everybody, and yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's the #1 fella. There ain't much I wouldn't do for him.
how do you like the airtight albums? How well do they stand the holes? Rich, this is my first dealings with them, but so far I like them fine. Ask me in a couple weeks, and I'll tell you after I've been looking through them. I don't like that they come with a certain amount of, I don't know if he ordered them this way or if they just came this way, where you've got so many that are for the ASEs and so many for halves and so many, I would have rather had it. Like,
is it mixed in the album?
Yeah.
It has multiple places for different size coins in each one?
Right.
Huh.
So I'm going to end up,
Are you able to take the pages out and
yes.
and swap them around so that maybe you can get all of one denomination per album?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
But you remember how we were talking about my uncle's Spanish coins, how I have all the different sizes. I was able to put them in one and just, use the pages that were there.
Cool.
So it's working.
Cool.
That worked. You were talking about cameras, Travis. What kind of camera are you using, buddy?
I'm using the Logitech,
Yeah,
like the 990 or whatever.
Yeah.
But Rich Cowley was talking about that he's using like a 4K. I think he said. Let me see here. Yeah, 4K camera, and to do StreamYards, 720p streams. So I have a pro light showing my toned coins. Yeah, because trying to show tone is, man, it's so hard. Showing them, photographing them, the whole night, like it's never quite like it is in hand.
Oh, I know.
And like me, like trying to show any kind of color it's damn near impossible. These cameras don't pick it up proper.
Oh, I just realized I sat on a paint lid. I'm guaranteeing my ass is white now.
Like it wasn't to start with.
but that's the seat of my britches now.
That sucks.
That's all right. That's the
Well,
reason I put these old clothes on.
it's got to be water based, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't make good. They don't make good paint anymore. No more oil.
No, they do not.
Everything's water based. Don't last as long.
Now, about 2-3 years, you're gonna redo it.
And I remember painting my home and buying the nicest stuff I could. You know, like $40 gallon.
Yep.
You know, and I got the color scheme I picked was the color was because it was really hot and I lived in Whittier. You know, and the sun just beat everything down.
Right.
So I got the highest on the chart of like against the sun. You know, like so it was a little darker. My trim was like a dark blue.
Right.
It did like a gray, like a navy gray on the walls. It was nice looking. And man, I only got like, God, I think 3 years before I had to redo all the fascia and all the eaves and stuff.
Yeah, they start peeling.
Yeah, and I did it like proper. You know, like it's everything primed and.
Yeah, I know. That's what I do.
Yeah, I didn't mess around because I wanted it to. I didn't want to have to do it again that soon.
I mean, well, I love the paint, but I once I do it, if it's especially on the outside of the house, I don't have to touch it for 10 years.
Yeah, so I had, you know what I had learned? I don't know what kind of paint you're using, but I had bought Dunn Edwards, and at the time, the last time I'd used Dunn, it was good paint. In between then and the time I had painted my home, they changed the recipe of Dunn. And so all the professional painters, the guys I worked with, you know, like when I was on jobs, I started asking, and they all told me, yeah, Dunn's not the same anymore. No one uses Dunn. No pros do. It's all you want good stuff.
Yeah, interior.
Sherman Williams, man, that's the good stuff.
On interior paint, I usually use Benjamin Moore, but on exterior, Sherman Williams is the best.
Yeah, and Benjamin Moore, God, I love their stains. I used to use a lot of Benjamin Moore.
Well, they make a real good
and their finishes
interior paint because it's got the primer mixed in with it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, like you know what?
It holds up real good
with all the paints they got the primer and paint.
Yeah.
It's still you still got to put the same amount of coats, but I mean, like it covers well and the flow of it. It's got good flow.
Yeah, and it dries good and even. That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
You know, your second coat usually.
I like that stuff.
Yeah.
I still on fresh sheetrock. I'll still use drywall primer to seal up the sheetrock.
Yeah. Well, you put it on drywall.
Yeah, use cheap stuff. You're just sealing it up.
Yeah. You gotta hide them seams.
Well, it's not that. That's why you got to do it right. That hides the seams. It's fresh and porous, so you'll suck the paint up big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to waste money on that on primering.
No.
They make a drywall. It's literally drywall primer. It's on the thin side.
And people don't realize how expensive good paint is.
Yeah, man, you get what you pay for. Period.
Yeah, you do. Good paint's expensive. When I redid the interior in my house, I spent probably $3,000 just on paint.
Yeah. Rich said that his tone coins show just like they're in his hand now. Damn it, nice. So it's that I can't remember who it was, but I saw somebody else. I caught a little like 10-minute clicked on it video. Man, it's gonna kick me in the butt. I can't remember who it was, but it was somebody that I was new to. I hadn't seen the name before, and they were showing coin in hand, just moving around, doing stuff. Picked up a slab, showed a slab. He wasn't like holding it steady, and you know there was none of that. It was just look, and everything was clear as a bell. And I don't know what the heck camera this guy was using, because I mean, when he did show it, there was no moment of it needed to focus. Like everything was just in real time.
Yeah.
And it was the clearest.
I'd love to have a camera like that. I can't find
it. And I wanted to, in the comments, I wanted to comment and ask him, but I just thought, that's kind of tacky maybe.
Yeah, I bought a laser with a light ring and everything on it. I get like $100 for it.
Yeah.
And hell, that Logitech did just as good as that camera does. It was 4K. 724K. It just don't.
Yeah, I know how important the lighting is from taking photos for a long time on eBay, and I got good at it. But that's like in a controlled atmosphere inside a little box.
Yeah, exactly.
Like filtered light, and it's like I got really good at taking photos.
Well, a lot of times
not great equipment, right? But out here, my lighting is horrible, and I know it.
Have you ever tried a shadow box?
That's what I just said. That's how I did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I have the last 2 auctions I used shadow box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's helping, but it's still
it's still not right, but it does help.
Yeah, because you're getting to filter your light.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's more, and then the other part, the main part of the box is the back of it, the backdrop. It's curved. That's the whole trick to it, to taking good photos. It's not that's how it makes the thing look like it's sitting in the middle of nothing.
Yeah, it kind of like bends the light a little bit.
It does. It has to be curved. That's the trick. So I had made one from scratch out of a milk carton and used it for years, and then I finally got one of these little like pop-up ones. They like only $15.
Yeah.
Got its own LED little light strip on top. Pretty nice. It works. 4550 on the Kelvin, 45% power with a non-glare feature. Yeah, see, that's you got the. I don't even know what that means. Like a soft box type. Yeah, right on. 12 round semi-pro light. Sweet.
I don't think I'll ever get this window, Sammy.
Not if you keep painting your butt.
Huh?
Yeah.
Not if you keep painting your butt.
Yeah, more paint on your butt than you do on the window.
My problem is I'll paint a little bit and sit down and smoke a cigarette.
See, I hate a brush gumming up. So I always kept a bucket of water with a brush comb with me, because you gotta keep them bristles not gumming up, man.
Yeah, and I like good brushes, and I take damn good care of my brushes.
Yeah, me too.
I got mostly camel hair, and I'll tell you what, they're expensive, but I've got 2 brushes I've had for 35 years.
Yeah. The whole thing with the brush I was taught is that you want the bristles to be set in oak. That's the sign. That's professional. Is the grade of the brushes. As long as the bristles are set in oak, that's like the best. My grandfather had his for 50 years, man.
Yeah.
Big old 4-inch China bristles. I love those things.
Yeah, they're like you said, they still make them, but they're pricey.
Yeah. Oh, every job I buy a whole bunch of $40 brushes just for these guys to screw them all up. God.
Hey, Rich Cal.
Yeah.
I just now looking at Chad. I haven't been, like I said, I'm just talking. I'm piddling. I'm not really watching the screen. Appreciate you having me up there, Penny.
No problem.
Good to see you, honey.
Nice to see you.
Oh.
I'm just piddling with these painted coins, trying to get them into book.
Yeah, I bought a few upgrades for a couple of my books this week, and that's about all I bought, really.
Wait till you see the 1960 that Lemon has. Benji. Yeah.
60 what?
1960 Benji.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Is it approved?
Approved.
Yeah. Cameo.
Oh, I like the cameo proof. They're kind of hard to find on a Benji. I mean, you can come across. I've got a couple of them, but they're hard to find.
See it?
Oh yeah, that is nice. What's the grade on?
66.
Ooh, that's pretty. That is pretty. I may have to bid on that one. You're going to do an auction Tuesday, Cal?
Yeah, Tuesday for sure.
I may be bidding on that if it don't go too high.
And in this grade, it's been trending, and so it's gained 4% like 2 months running, I think, and it's still on the trend. So at the end of this month, it's gonna, who knows? You never know.
I'll tell you something else is going up is Morgan.
Yeah, well, what it's not just Morgans in general. It's
Oh, I know, but
certain Morgans in certain grades, because there's just as many Morgans that are trending down as up.
yeah,
But yeah,
higher graded
that's
ones
what you
going
want
up.
to look for. You want to look for. Hey, man, if you like getting a premium, if you like coins values raising on up, there, that's what that stuff is for. It's out there. That information's out there on a daily basis. You know,
Oh, I know. I try to keep up with
people
it.
don't understand.
Well, it's kind of that way with the cat buck halves. I mean, look how they've gone up in the last 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, it's everything has its
It's trend.
moment. Yeah,
Trend.
and it's all dictated by auctions.
Yeah, and what may be hot today may not be next month.
Of course, but the value, like, it's not, they just don't make them out of thin air, or the formula when you go to the price guides or whatever you use. It's all based on real auction history.
Well, that's where that's what I
if
base
they don't
mine
make
on.
it to they don't make it to auction, some of them haven't auctioned in a lot of years, and or if you check the auction histories on them, the last ones that sold, or maybe if they're 10 years ago, but if it's like this year, then you got current auction history, and then that tends to, if it went for more, if it realized more than it had in the past, that tells you that it's going to trend up.
I watch Great Collections in eBay pretty close.
Yeah, Great Collection is all right. Heritage is.
Yeah, and that's another one I watch is Heritage.
Yeah.
I listen to y'all.
What, Patty?
I just listen to y'all.
There's all kinds of great places, man. David Lawrence is cool. But Heritage is like, really, it's the biggest show out there besides, I mean, they're number one. They sell more coin than anybody in the world every year. eBay's number two to Heritage. So Heritage, it's like when you put a coin with them, the vig and the juice they charge, it's high, but every single auction, every single coin almost always sells for more than what it lists for by far. Not every coin, but like the majority of what
average
coins are in auction. Yeah, and the reason why is because they don't mess around. You can't go to an outfit and have your coin put in front of more people than Heritage is going to get it in front of, because of the advertisement, the emails, the amount of work and footwork that they do to get ready for an auction, to make sure that people know, and the money they put in advertisement. I mean, it's nobody can even come close to it.
So a lot of high-end collectors go to Heritage because of that.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
people with the money. That's where they go.
It's more people will see your coin, which means the chance your coin's selling, and for the most that it could sell for, whatever that be, it's going to happen at these places. You know what I mean? These auctions.
I agree.
Yeah.
Great Collections is good, but Heritage is
I think Great Collections is like blue collar. The reason I say that is because I got all the forms. You can send your stuff off yourself. The forms are pretty easy to understand. They'll send your coin off to grade. They give you their price, which means you're going to send your coin to PCGS. If it's like a 500 and undervalued coin, they're going to give you $15 instead of, if you did it yourself, you'd probably pay $30.
Right.
And you can pick from NGC, PCGS. They give you choices, and their prices are super reasonable.
They reflect that they're good.
Their auctions are popular, so they get good traffic too. So it's like, yeah, I like them.
But they don't bring the money that Heritage does.
But I like them though. I can't say anything bad about them.
No, I bought several coins from Great Collections. Oh, all graded, of course, but I don't think anything ain't graded.
Oh, there's so many auctions going on. There's one going on every day. Multiple. It's coin is really big. really big. There's stuff going on in certain collections and private collections and high dollar. I mean, there's $1 million coins being sold every day, being bought and sold. That's the nature of the beast. It's it's coin, period. So it's like when there's more of that happening, that's a good thing. It's good for everybody.
Yeah, well, and this virus thing kind of helped the online auctions a lot.
No, I wouldn't say a lot. The online auctions have been, you couldn't help them more than they already sell everything they put up and for more than what it lists for. How could you do better than that? People being home.
Like me that hasn't been
the coin collector buys coin at the same pace no matter what's going on. They can't help themselves.
I know, I'm a coin collector.
Yeah, you haven't bought any more or any less. Actually, you bought less. You spent less in the last 3 weeks than you have.
That's just because I haven't been working. I ain't got the money.
Well, I'm just saying that contradicts what you're saying. You think that COVID helped a tremendous amount. I don't think it. I think it's the same. Yeah, I think we're insulated from COVID. COVID had no bearing on coin.
Right.
And all the market reports, because I keep track of that, it hasn't. The coin market's doing exactly what it was forecasted to, even missing the big shows, because they still had the auctions, but they just changed everything. Some of them they canceled. Long Beach still did like in the really bad month of COVID, the beginning of it, they still did like broke records and 8 million or whatever the heck it was. So that it's like everybody still has to work and eat, and nobody skipped a beat. It made it hard for me at first because the dealers closed their brick and mortar. So I had to rely on one. They like open up for for a little while just to get in there. Thank God. Yeah, but I didn't have very much choice. I didn't have all the guys that I could go to, because that's what's necessary a lot of the time. You gotta have a choice. Not, they might not have nothing, or nothing came in that walked through the door. Nothing hit my fancy or tickled my fancy. I love getting my fancy tickled.
And by the way, I have spent a lot in the last 2 or 3 weeks because I've been buying gold.
Not at auction.
No.
I know. That's how you call it. It's private party sale. That's like
yeah. Now
peer.
A lot more doing that lately.
So there's no telling what those coins would have realized if they go to auction. So that's what I do for you guys. You know that.
Oh, I know. You've been doing it for me for years.
Yeah, and I try to I make it fair for everybody. I don't, everybody gets the chance, but P Queen, she knows what she's doing. She tries to get me to herself, and then she goes, "Show me everything you got right now." What do you got? Tell me you got something. What do you got?
I'm always doing that, man.
Show it, Lemon.
I can't help myself.
I can't either.
I know. And I try to keep up, man. It's hard sometimes to keep up with you guys.
It's easier now that I've been told, nope, that was it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I could see that.
I'm pretty lucky that way. My wife, she knows I'm going to spend what I want to spend, what I want to spend it on. And she don't give me no hassle about it. But that's the way it started, so it worked out pretty good.
What's today? Because I missed a couple of days sick.
Today's Friday.
Oh, shit.
26, I think.
Because I was planning on
27th now. Saturday.
I was trying to get a bunch of graded Morgans for Tuesday, and you know what? I should have already have made it offered, because the shipping, even if I don't even know if the guy would take it, let alone the time frame for Tuesday, I might not have too much stuff for auction. Damn it. Oh, look, I just saw all these notes in front of me, and this is so I don't forget. And I'm like,
you forgot.
Yeah, because there's like notes on top of notes. Stuff starts to get behind, and then I haven't really been out here except for like a little bit. I just haven't been feeling good, man.
That's easy to do, my friend.
Yeah, falling in the shower the other day that screwed me up. I lost a day there. I feel better. That my legs and my body. I'm not sore today, so that's good.
What?
Yeah. I just felt. Yeah, I gotta get to the dentist, man, soon. I don't know what's taking so long.
Hopefully they'll get that straightened out for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's already, we got the game plan, the whole thing. It's just the monies, I'm waiting on the approval.
Right.
So.
Well, hopefully they'll get that straightened out soon.
Yeah, they better, man. I'm just gonna go down there and tell them you're doing it today. Taking everybody hostage. Everybody that knows that you need, and just pick your, you need one assistant. All right, you two are hostage. The rest of you can go.
Oh yeah, that's looking good now. Yeah, it's looking better all the time.
Are you using like the proper sash brush? I'm curious.
Huh?
What kind of brush are you using?
An Omega camel hair brush.
Is it chisel? Is it straight?
No, it's angled.
2 inch, 1 inch.
Angled.
So that's chisel. That's chisel brush.
Chisel brush, yeah, about 3/4 of an inch wide to do the trim.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I love those little brushes like that.
Yeah, I do too.
We call them sash brush because they're specifically for like doing windows.
Yeah, that's what it's made for.
Yeah.
Yep. I painted all my life.
Yeah, I have too. I'm not a painter, but I painted as much as anybody. Been doing this all my life. And then I did property management as a younger man when I started, and that's all. I mean, paint's most of what you do.
Yep.
So drywall.
Everybody hates it except there's some people who like it, like me. I mean, 90% of the people who work construction hate painting. I mean, I don't know why, but they do. I love it myself.
Yeah, I got to the point like I spray all my. Well, the job dictates it, but the last jobs I was getting were like in those kind of like price ranges, so it was good.
Right.
I sprayed all the trim, windows and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the best. You can't get better. The finish.
No, it's great, and even all the way across. And
yeah.
The thing I don't like about spraying is the overspray.
Yeah, not too bad because I had the right stuff. Like that's where
if you got the right equipment, you're all right.
Yeah, and you gotta know what you're doing. It's complicated, and everybody has their own like system, like how they cut the paint.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, I filtered everything, and I had my portions. Then you got things that you add to it. There's additives to like keep it elastic for a little longer, but then it'll still.
Then you got to have the hardener in it though for your long term.
Yeah, there's all all kinds of stuff. You can put Japan dryer in it, and it only takes a drop. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. Yeah. That stuff is crazy. It works.
It works.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, but what I'm doing here is I'm just freehanding everything because it's for the house.
Hey, that's the hard way, man. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
It'll come out nice when I get done with it. Oh. But hell, I don't mind doing it. I enjoy it. Something to do. Keep me busy anyway.
Yeah, right on. I don't want to smoke on camera.
Huh?
Oh, I need it. I'm gonna have a quick smoke real quick.
Oh, that's what I'm doing right this second. Oh,
I am almost got these silly things in. If it's not an airtight, it don't fit in this book.
Yeah, the airtight book.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen an airtight book. I've got a slide book, but I've never seen an airtight book.
Oh, they make everything you could wish and want for under the sun, man. There's so many different products, and I mean, cool stuff too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that slide book. I mean, that thing. That thing is wow. It holds 57 or 60 slabs.
I like airtights, but it's my hands. they're tedious and getting them open and handling them, and it's like they're, for me, they're work. So I prefer like the snap tights. I like the squared snap tights. I think those are pretty cool.
Yeah, I've got a few of them.
And all the stuff that 2x2s are made, you know, all the things made for 2x2 as far as storage or holding it, that the snap tight works. So those are pretty cool. And they make snap type stuff like snap type Alden, etc.
Yeah.
So it's like there's something out there for everybody.
Yeah, I like that slab album I picked up. In fact, I need to get another one because I've outgrown it by about 150 slabs about ground.
Well, I got slab storage boxes, the black embossed ones. The nice
Yeah,
ones.
I've got storage boxes. I'm talking about a slab album. I've got one and it's huge. I need to buy a couple more. Have you ever seen a slab album?
Yeah, I think I've seen every album there is almost.
Okay.
If you Dansko might, I think now they're sitting. Now I was told the rumor from some dealers, older dealers, that they're done, man.
Oh, really?
And that all the like existing stuff that's out there is they're already charging a big premium, and I've already been chastised and told how stupid I was for the price that I sold the last album I sold.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so I was like, so if you guys come across Dansko that like retail, you know,
I've got two right now I can let go.
no, well, I'm saying if you come across them, buy them.
Oh,
For if they're priced like, you know, like pre the wife shutting down.
I think I've got two brand new ones. I get $20 a piece for.
Yeah, I just sent you two.
No, besides them, I bought.
Oh, what are they?
They're commemorative albums, but I bought two more
Oh, right on.
just because it was such a good deal on them.
Yeah, you can. $20 is a steal.
I thought so.
Okay.
Somebody will want them down the road somewhere.
Yeah,
I'll
definitely. You
This
probably
is what it looks like, Alden. That's the outside.
Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Oh, yeah.
there you are.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's that. I like that. I like that pattern. It's gorgeous.
That is cool. I like that, Danny. That's good.
I got 3 of them, so.
Wow. You need to send me one. No, I'm kidding.
All the way up to dollar, you're saying?
Huh?
All the way up to dollar, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And then I just got 2 more albums from her today. One I'm not real sure about because it's still sealed. It's obviously an older one. It kind of looks like a Dansko, but it's called Coin Master.
Yeah.
And then one that it's the same color green of the Littletons, but it's made like the Library of Coins.
Huh.
So
There's a green one that's like Dansko. It has Rich might remember. It's got like this swirl and like a plane or like a spacecraft. Well, what the hell is the name of those? Because one of the dealers I go to has a lot of them. They're high end too. They're nice, and I can't remember the name of them. Dang it! But it's like that green. It's like the same green.
So Danskos are a thing of the past now?
yep.
Possibly. That's what there hasn't been Dansko hasn't put out a statement as far as I could find. So this is all like just from dealers trying to. Everybody uses Transline. They don't sell to the public. That's where all the dealers get their supplies.
Right.
That's where the places that most people buy their supplies. They go buy their supplies from Transline. Transline coincidentally happens to be local to me, and
Yeah, I know. You told me about that.
I think I told you the story. I thought it was funny because I think I'm the only person that's ever will called ever, because all these guys that they're not going to go. It doesn't make any sense to do it for them.
Yeah, you just pull up there and secretary give you a sold that stuff.
Yeah, there's no, like, when you go to the warehouse, they don't even have an address outside. Like, I didn't even know. I had to make sure I was at the right place No, it's not set up for that. But she's like, yeah, if you want, we'll call. She's like, sure, because their minimum order is 300. You have to order to get shipping free.
Right.
It's like, but that day it was a bunch of stuff for you guys that everybody wanted. So I thought, you know what, I don't want to have to wait. So I just went down there, and it wasn't too bad, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got it, and it's nice being able to meet people in person when you've been talking to them on the phone. And she was cool as hell. The people in the office there are wonderful, and they've been working there for years.
Cool.
But yeah, but like I just assumed that they were probably sitting on, because they order pallets at a time of stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they got a bunch of them.
Yeah, that's what I thought. They don't. That's what I was told. Yeah, so that made me, because I was kind of relying on that, thinking, well, you know, everybody don't know that stuff because they're not dealers. So I was kind of assuming. Never assume. I was wrong, dude. But that's how you got to the same place I did. Like, that would make sense. That tells me like they've known for a while, you know.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah, so
I know the 70s went crazy there for a while.
Well, that's the whole thing. I was gonna say, if you come across typeset dance goes for a reason, for anything, I would get them, because they're gonna be the one that, like, in short time,
Yeah.
people are gonna pay a lot of money for them, especially a new one.
Yeah, I've only got the one. I wish I had a half a dozen of them. I should have bought a few, but I didn't. I didn't see it out of coming though.
Yeah, the name, it's on the tip of my tongue too, Rich. You still buy the Raymond Waite albums when I can. And Rich says, I got 7 770s. Right on.
Oh, damn, cool.
I don't even have one for myself. You want to let go of one, man, let me know.
Really? Now, I've got one, and it's full, and it's high-end coin, but
yeah, for the grandkids, awesome.
I love the 7070.
Did you get your, you said you were getting 2 Capitals that were in the shape of Lincoln's head? Did you get those yet, Rich? Because that I would love to see those, man. I love Capital holders. I think that they're the best, and they're so damn expensive. They're in transit, right on.
Oh, they higher than Dansko?
Capitals are the screw together plexiglass that are.
Oh, yeah, I've got a couple of them.
Yeah, Capitals usually with the high, they'll put high end stuff in Capitals, man. It's they're not like
from 53, I think, in one.
One of my dealers, he has a bunch of old stuff that's still there on the wall. People don't, you know, it's not like as popular as it was at one time. And he's got, like, you know, the full dimes, Mercury dime, like, they're big. And I love big. I love, it's like the penny boards that you got, Penny Queen, but, you know, Capital. It's, you put them in there and screw them together, and it's like, I love those things.
Cool.
But they're not cheap, man. It's like, you know, $100 for one of those.
God, they that high now?
Oh, for a big one that does the whole run, yeah. Even the smaller ones are like not like the gold types of all different kinds. You know, it might be like 10 by like 6. They're like $40, man.
Shit.
Yeah. But I mean, think about it. You put high end, or you put gold in it. It's like that's nothing compared to what you got in the coin.
Oh, that's true.
Take a picture of it for me, Lemon. Because you know I may have to have one at some point.
Yeah, he's got them. I'll try to remember. When I go see him next. Where's my paper? Where's my yellow Post-its? Yeah, I can't do anything without Post-its.
You couldn't make it without Post-it, no, Farmer.
What's that?
You couldn't make it without Post-it.
Yeah, it would. The fact that they got that little strip of adhesive really is, like, I could use a notepad, but it's not the same, man. And then, oh yeah, I remember you saying you get 270 coins full of errors and varieties starting early 50s. Nice. You got them for Michael Kill? Cool. Yeah, he's got the taste for that stuff. like the oddball. I remember like the tokens, the transit tokens, and the album he was showing that one night we're all hanging out. That was pretty cool. I love all that stuff too myself. I never pass up on old albums. You know, if I can get them, if I can afford it, I always try to get all that stuff.
And then he sells it to me.
Well, specifically, Penny Queen, she's in love with the Library of Coins, and me too. And so but they're starting to, like, the dealer I usually get them from. It's an argument every time, and
Really?
he puts them out. He puts them in the same place when he gets them. You know, like so you can walk up and get them yourself, self-serve. They're out on that side of the counter. But if I walk in and go, "Oh, cool, you got something," I'll grab a few. He always gives me a look like, "Oh," he doesn't want to sell them. I'm like, "Well, what'd you put them out for?" It's always a, like, I know I'm paying for it.
Go in ready for a fight.
Yeah, and that's the last thing you want to do is like if he's in a good mood, take him out of a good mood when you're trying to negotiate buying coin. You know what I'm saying? But it's all part of it. It's all part of it.
Well, part of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I'm a big Dansko fan myself, but
I like all albums.
I do too. I like having just like coin, you know, I like having the different renditions of all these things because it's part of coin. It's like the history of it, you know.
that's true.
So like all the supply, it's part of coin. It's one of the things. It's across the board. Everybody's doing it in whatever form that they're doing it in, and there's no wrong or right.
No,
I'm always curious what makes one person prefer one over the other. You know, like curiosities would drive me when it comes to that.
well, I'll tell you what turned me on to Dansko, Trav. There's a guy, can't remember his name right off the bat. He's
Intercept Shield.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Rich, remember the name of the ones I was trying to tell Penny Queen. They're called Intercept Shield. That's them.
That's them. That's what I just got.
Okay, I thought it was because when you said the green, it's almost a spot on green. So yeah, those are nice. Intercept Shields are really nice. They're the same as Dansko. But wish I would have got Dansko. I have 25. Yeah, I think the Intercepts are just as good. Their price point, they're the same. So it's like they're the equivalent of Dansko. That's Intercept Shields, like, you know, that tier.
Cool.
I got that one for 20, and I got the brown one for 10. So I did okay no matter what. So.
Oh, you did fine, Penny.
Now that I didn't know that. I've never been told that. So Rich is saying that the Intercept Shield albums, the penny ones in particular, they got wrong plastic, huh? Or they're using something that's it's messing up the red specimens.
Oh, that ain't good.
No, that's not good. Because that's what it is. It's a Lincoln Pennies one.
Ooh.
That might be why you got it cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, both my Lincoln albums are Dansko.
Oh, and they even have a protective sheet for silver. So yeah, they know that it's toning or tarnishing them.
I told you I had a full set of Lincolns now, didn't I, Crab?
Yeah, you got one of the sets from Lincoln, right?
Yep.
Yeah, right on.
I had the memorial set, but he sold me the wheat set. Beautiful 1909 SVDB. Beautiful coin.
Yeah, he I don't know because he has more than one. He's on
two. Yeah,
working on. He has two, but he's working on the third.
Yeah, I sent him a full set except for 5.
I know because I know he bought. This is when I first got on, and you know, like found YouTube, and he had just bought that VDB. I think that one came from Ken. He bought that from Ken. That was
Dude.
Ken.
One I've got.
Ken was on hard times because he didn't want to get rid of it, and but he needed the money, so he sold his BDB to Lincoln.
Well, I love mine. I love my set. I do.
Oh yeah, heck yeah! You got a SVDB, man. Shit. How could you know? Like, and all the coins that are in there. I mean, it's like a full penny collection, #1 album. You know, and not all like mine. You know, dogs.
Well, you got a full set?
No, but I have one that I've been working on. That I put them in. I take them out and sell them. I put them in. You know, like I've got some. You know, different years that I got a lot of BU. I got a lot of choice BU coins in there. And like my 30s and 40s are nice. And then I have a lot of woodies, you know, they're like the really nice looking, appealing ones.
Yeah, I like the woodies. I got a few in my collection.
But my album, I'll be honest, it's all over the place. It's nothing that like I'm not there yet to where I would like it. I would like to do a Woody only album.
I would too.
But I put them in there and they're safe. You know, I don't get into it a whole lot.
Yeah, what got me started on Dansco, though, there was a guy, he lives in South Carolina. He's an older fellow. He's an ex-cop. He's retired. And I can't remember his name. Anyway, he collects nothing but Dansco. And I didn't even have my first Dansco yet. I just had, you know, 3-binder type folders, that kind of thing. And I sent him an email and said, how good are the Dansco? Well, I'll be damned, he sent me one in the mail.
Yeah, that's nice.
And it was for the state quarter one.
Right on.
And which I ended up putting a set together of silvers, you know. And that was my first Dansco set. Now I've got 15 of my own. But that's how I started with the Dansco. So that's what got me into them.
I love them. I like them. I got a lot of them. And then I had gotten lucky and got a whole like 50 or 60 of them at one time.
Oh, really?
And they were mixed in there, like some of them were used, but the condition was immaculate. And then some were written in, you know, like, so it ran the gamut. But there was a bunch in that a coin had never even been in. Oh, and then these are the ones, like a lot of them you guys have gotten, because it's lasted that long, the supply. There's a lot of doubles and triples in it, and the ones I have that I use myself, I got from there, and I got it for a great price.
Cool.
And it was inherited stuff. You know, they had already sold all the coin. The coin was stripped out of all of them.
Right.
Not one coin. I thought there'll be one that they missed. There wasn't one in there.
They get rid of them all. Huh?
They were thorough. Oh, that's cool. Rich says he has almost 4 rolls of woodies and did a Library of Coins album and nearly full of wood. Nice.
Cool. That is nice.
Yeah, I got a lot of them, but like the really nice grade, you know, they've all one by one made it to auction. At the end of the day, it's what I do. You know, everything's for sale. But yeah.
Except for your Rosie set.
No, it's Penny Queen. Penny Queen has asked probably 3 different occasions and told me she's pulling the trigger and what my price was, and I give her a good price. So we don't. I would offer it to anybody because I've offered it to her. But I'm proudest of that set.
Yeah, that's a nice set.
Yeah,
me that one night. That was an awesome set.
I just can't pull the trigger without telling on that one, and she's told me no.
Yeah, see, and I'm okay with that because it's probably worth a lot more.
I've got a full set, but they're not nothing like yours.
Yeah, it's all the top population coins now, and especially the dime. If you even want to even think that your coin, in whatever grade it is going to be up there with the best of them, it's got to have rainbow toning on it.
Yeah. And
it has to be real album tone. And it's like, I'm just lucky. because all my Roosevelt dimes, silver, are and the key dates and semi key dates, they're beautifully original album tone, rainbow toned, and I mean these things are gorgeous.
Oh, I know. You showed me that set one day, and I couldn't believe it.
It's probably the album that I get into just to look at, you know,
Yep.
like, and once I open it, I'm in it for an hour.
Yeah, it's kind of high end with that Morgan set I've got. When I opened it up,
Oh, I could imagine. I could imagine. Yeah. So it's like
that Morgan set. Oh my God, you know.
In me. That's the good feelings and the, you know, all the good stuff you get from this hobby. That's one of those times where I enjoy it thoroughly.
Yep, I enjoy that set completely.
Alden, he'll sell it to you for $500.
I don't think he'd sell it to me for $500.
Yeah,
I would.
The complete set?
No, well, here's the thing. It's in Dansko, Roosevelt with proof, so it's the big album. That means it covers all the way up to modern with the silver proofs.
Right.
The silver proofs are the hard ones to get.
I know.
They only come in sets. Well, I got lucky, and $1,000 face it must from another dealer when I worked at the shop came through, and I was able to, without having to purchase the sets and break them out, I got almost every single one of the silver proofs too. But then all the regular clad coinage, I'm still missing some modern stuff. So it's not 100% complete. The silver, the pre-64 stuff is complete.
Yeah, see, I've got the complete. I've got the whole set, but mine, the modern stuff is in really good shape, and the old silvers are all spotted up.
Yeah. So they're like vice versa.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, because I started putting stuff in it as I got it. So I really like, it's an album I've done from scratch, except I bought the silver.
And you take $5 for it?
Yeah, because I mean, even if you dig, short of me sending off the silver to be graded, it's the price and what they sell for complete, because you can find them. They're out there. They sell on eBay. And but I haven't seen one that has the silvers that is nice as mine. So mine's kind of an anomaly. It's like I got this awesome set of the pre-64 next to not every single one of the modern is BU, and it should be. You know, and there's a few missing. There's not a whole lot, and they're all like years that aren't, you could get them. I never remember to make a list. I just figure I get dime occasionally, and occasionally I'll go through and I'll check, cross-reference, see if I picked up. Because I was getting rolls of dimes there for a little while.
Yeah.
And it kind of dried up, and I just figured I'd get them as they came in. I'd get one out of a fresh roll, because that'd be great. That's how you want to do it.
Right. I might be interested in that one.
It's a nice album.
Oh, yeah, you showed it to me that one night. It's been a while back, but
yeah, because I got 3 started. I got another one that's just Roosevelt dime. It's not with proof, and I got some good ones in there, because all the key dates I had gotten a bunch of them, so I have individual the key dates for Roosevelts, like nice ones.
Wow.
Yeah, like choice brilliant uncirculated 49s, 50s. And I got a bunch with repunch mint marks, and like I got Roosevelts that like the best of the best that's out there as far as their variety.
Right. I like the rosies. A lot of people don't like the dimes, but I do.
I love dimes.
I love dimes. I like things that are small, and I just think it's so tedious, you know, and how they can make something so beautiful so small. I'm always impressed, but they're a tremendous amount of work as far as on your eye. They're labor intensive. So they kick my butt when I do only dime. And I love Mercury Dime. I
I
love everything. I love everything.
Mercs that much.
What's that?
I like the Mercs. I've got a few nice ones, but I'm really not into collecting them. I don't know why. I never have really got a flavor for them yet.
Yeah.
It might one day, but at this point, I don't.
Yeah. I don't know.
Nickels, I love them.
I think the obverse of the Mercury, even the reverse is gorgeous. I think it's one of our better design.
Yeah, it's up there.
American coin. Classic, like very popular and well known.
Well, yeah, everybody knows what it is. I mean,
yeah, it's a really
like a Walker. Everybody knows what a Walker is.
It's a beautiful rendition of Liberty. I like the feminine looking Liberties,
Yeah, compared to the. Yeah, I hate the Barber.
No, I don't hate Barber, but I hate him. I don't think it looks like a female.
No,
I think it looks like a teenage boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's in any grade, because sometimes when you look at a coin and you only see them good all the time, you don't really realize until you see like a mint state specimen that they're two different coins. Well, and that's especially on the V nickel.
Because of my typeset, but that's the only reason I own them.
Yeah. But I mean, Barber is it's a staple, in collectible ability and how many people and how long. Like, they've always been around.
Yeah. They've been around a long time.
It's a pioneer woman. They are rough, are tough. Not pretty. Yeah, hey, I think pioneer women are pretty too. But I get you, Rich. The Susan B. Anthony dollar. I think it looks like the sea hag from Popeye. That's the other one that it's not flattering. The B nickel, she's not flattering. That I love the peace dollar because she's really feminine. Morgan's cool.
Morgan's all right. I like my favorite peace dollar when it comes to the dollars because, well, she was a model for one thing.
What's that?
The woman that posed for it, his wife was a model.
Yeah, that was his wife. Yep. And he used the picture when they first came here, and it was on Ellis Island or the what's the name of the place, the island that Statue of Liberty's on?
Liberty Island.
Yeah, that's where the photo, like his personal photo that he went off of.
Yeah, it was Liberty Island.
And then they were behind. When he finally won and they gave it to him to do the design, he didn't have a lot of time. The legislation, they had to have.
That was one of the quickest designs they ever come up with.
So he rushed, got it done, and that was that high relief. And then it came back half mid-year, and they're like, the bankers started to complain because it wouldn't stack. The coins wouldn't stack. It was too high relief. So I don't know, most people know, Barber came out of retirement. He was in his 80s.
Barber really messed with him.
Well, no, Barber came and helped them fix it. It was Barber specifically. He came out of retirement and came and worked on it. And
I know, he didn't know Barber was working on it.
I don't know about that. I never read that.
I read about it. I did a whole video on that.
I never read that nowhere. Where what did you cite? What book?
I've got the book in there. I'd have to go get it, but
whenever, no rush. Just whenever you come across it, I'm curious. I'll
get it out. I'll email you the resource on it.
Yeah, I'll find it.
It's in one of my books. I was reading about it. In fact, I did a video on a Sunday night video. And because I quoted the book.
Yeah.
And he didn't even know that Morgan was Morgan was working on it.
Yeah, I never heard that.
Pissed him off, too, boy.
Why? Well, I mean, people get pissed. They get pissed. If he could have got it done in whatever it was supposed to be done by, then they wouldn't have gotten help. You know what I mean? It's his own fault.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was really crunch time. I mean, I could tell you because, like I said, you can watch the video. And
Yeah, it was like something like less than 30 days or something like that.
yeah, it was less than a month, and he just didn't have the time.
I think he did a pretty damn good job for the time he had.
He did.
Yeah, and the whole reason they even wrote that legislation to do the peace dollars because they were owed, because we had loaned forget how many millions of dollars, and we used the Morgans, silver Morgans, we sent over to Britain, and it was a loan to Britain for their war effort.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's why they come out with the 1921 Morgan. Because the first half of that year, over half that year, they made the Morgan.
yeah, but the peace dollar specifically was to replace the ones that we had melted down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's so much history there. It's unreal.
Yeah, there's not.
It's so cool when you get to reading about it.
No point is made without being written in legislation, voted on, and passed.
Yep, you're right about that. I'll tell you another.
The Philippines Liberty is cute.
Have you ever read the history on the 20-cent piece?
Yeah.
Man, that was wild the way that come into being.
A lot of the coins have really cool histories.
Yeah.
And I like the fighting. You know, you read these letters from like congressmen to like the guy that runs the mint, or the mint boss at Philly to Denver, like all the correspondence, because they have it all, man.
Oh yeah, it's all
and reading these letters, it's like, it's pretty cool because they're just people, they're human.
I believe
that
that
they don't always mind the P's and Q's, and like in some of these letters they get kind of feisty and they talk crap to each other, man.
Hey, Trav.
Yeah.
Don't quote me, but I believe I read that in Bream's book about the peace dollar.
Yeah, probably. I think that might have been the same place I read it.
I believe I read it.
No, I take that back. Also, Redbook's got some stuff I think about it.
But I believe I got that piece out of Bream.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't pick a better source. Anything Bowers says about anything is religion. But there's so many people, man. So many people, so many guys through the years that you know, I don't even know nearly all of them. I come across books all the time, and it's like, you know, they're older, and it's like men that was their life's work. You know, they're the equivalent of the people that are popular now.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's been lots of people.
I mean, you're a lot more familiar with that than I am, but I mean, I'm a pretty avid reader.
Yeah, it's just becoming.
And I've built a good library.
That's all. I only know what I've been able to come across, what came across my eyes, or what I was willing to.
Yeah, but you got a lot bigger library than I've got. I've got a pretty good library for no longer than I've been doing it. But.
Yeah. Hey, you like books too, man. And it's really a big part of this.
Well, you figure the first year I bought books instead of coins.
I can tell you right now, all the dealers I know, that their book collections are like it's a big deal. They're all like super proud of their books, and they're all talked about in that light. Like we talk book a lot. Me and like my main guy. He's the one that got mad when I sold the dollar book.
My Morgan book.
Yeah, he told me, he goes, "Damn it, you should have kept that one." And I go, "I know." I go, when I was selling it, I was regretting it instantly, but I gotta keep my word.
I bought it because that's an awesome book.
Yeah. Shit, yeah.
And I got a good deal on it, I thought.
Yeah, I think so. Hard to find.
First one I've ever saw. First copy of it I've ever saw. I'm sure they're out there, but
yeah. I mean, like the hard to get out of print ones don't come up very often, but they do.
Every once in a while, you'll come across one.
And then you got dealers that I got a connection now that's all he does. He's a numismatic book guy. That's all he deals in. I mean, that's where I got all the signed ones.
Yeah, that's where the two I bought off.
Yeah, so that's wonderful. Getting autographed ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bitching. And he had a lot of like oddball stuff, man. And I'm like, that's wonderful. And I can't believe I was left with two of them. Like, but I forget. I know it that way. I feel that way about it. It doesn't transcend always over.
Right.
All the people that come to me, not everybody really knows about books that way.
Yeah.
So when they saw it, they didn't get the same, like, wow.
Yeah, they didn't get the same vibe that I got because I'm like, I like the books.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, nice, Rich. Over 500. That's a nice library. All antique on history, presidents, and war mostly. Oh, okay. And USA, most before 1880. Right on.
What did he say?
Oh, he's a book guy too, but they're all mainly history, like presidents, wars, and then USA before 1880.
Oh, cool.
See, I was into getting first edition. I have a lot of books. Probably, I would say, close to 500. Maybe more like 3 or 4. I've never counted them, to be honest, but like all the staples, Tell the Two Cities.
I don't have that many, but I have a few.
And I collect textbooks, like college textbooks.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I love it. That's my favorite reads. Most of the time is stuff that I've never took a class on, and it's like the first time reading a chemistry book from a college that it's like older ones, because every once in a while I'll read and it's supposed to be the same stuff in them. And then they're slightly different.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time. And it's the textbook writing in the contracts for the people who write them. It's kind of like a big deal. Like if you never knew about the history of it, there's big history there that how they fight for these contracts. And then there's like a handful of companies that have always been around, the ones to write our kids' textbooks for public school all the way up to college. It's a big industry. Yeah. They make a lot of money doing it because I've heard people ask it a million times, and it's true. Why would we need to get new books? They're always pushing for new books when it's the same shit. History's history. But they rewrite these books over and over all the time. The second grade history book that I had, if you put it up against my kids in second grade, one generation, they're way different. There's different stuff in them. And it just blows me away.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
So I'm painting.
I'm collecting. I got quite a lot of textbooks. I like textbooks.
I like books, period. But
now that would be interesting too.
All I've been buying.
You got books on the Revolutionary War, just post-war. Yeah, because I wonder, like the victor gets to write whatever they want. Our history is really just storytelling, however you want to tell it. Doesn't mean it's the way it went down, but I'm curious how they read, how those books are just after read. Because there'll be a common like factor, and I don't know what it is because I don't have any revolutionary that period book. I bet those are fun to read. Like, are they very boastful? Proud. We just won. Young country starting out. Or they tell a lot of talk to make it sound, like a lot easier than it was. I would assume. Like people take a lot of liberties when they write books.
Seriously. There's two history books. It takes too many liberties most of the time. Like Victor writes the history. So.
Yeah. So Rich says most of them history from the early books was rewritten to leave out the major facts that make us look bad, and I agree with the doing of that. You know, like it's kind of like state-run TV, but it's all for the same cause. It's because that's what a country has to do.
It's kind of called propaganda, but yeah.
Yeah, in a good way.
In a good way.
You want every American to be proud American. You know, you have to do these things. It's the powers that be, man. It's not an easy job. All these decisions that these men have to make, and you can't please everybody. That's a fact. No matter what you do, you're gonna have half the population is gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna get pissed off. I don't give a shit.
So it's hard. But yeah,
that's a fact.
I just like knowing that. So now that I know, it's easier for me. I don't freak out when I figure something out. You know. Because of figuring out stuff that you go, man, it used to when I was a young man, it kind of turned me sour on things until I got a little older and I started to understand better. You know, I had a more of adult thinking about it. Then I get it. You know, it's not really hard to understand. It's really
not really.
It's for the best. It's for the majority. It's for all of us. And I always take a smarter man than me who is in these positions to make these decisions, but that's not what we get to see all the time.
That's a damn fact.
Yeah. But there's a whole room of people that are coming up with what's to be decided on and what the decision is. It's not the president. It's never the people you see on TV.
No.
Thank God. Technology's changed too, David. Hey, what's up, David Carlisle? It's there's been a lot of things discovered all the time. Everything is constantly evolving, so there's stuff to add to things, and there's a lot of stuff that we've admitted that we didn't know it correctly, and now we have theories of this is it, not what it was prior. Sure, there's things all the time, man.
Well, the only thing that gets me about it is when they try to change history that we know was right. And they do that, and that does bother me.
Well, it's hard to say what's right. I mean, I just hate when it's tied to political. When it's tied to big political, that's a turn on. The fact that they're in my kids, that's even a place for these things to go down, that pisses me off. I don't like knowing that I was a guinea pig and will continue to be all my life like the rest of us. But my kids just I don't know, it hit the nerve. It's like doing your humanitarian. Everyone wants to go back to the start of the group that came over with Columbus, but they find out they were cannibals that they ate flesh to survive. Yeah, Columbus wasn't even close to that first person here.
Lord, no.
Roanoke was the first, and that was before.
Well, Roanoke was a community, that was formed, long before Columbus.
Yeah, they all died too.
The Spanish beat us.
The first winter was too hard for them. They all died. I studied Roanoke in a class in college.
Have you got the Roanoke coin?
No.
Yeah, I love that thing. I've got one. I love it.
And then Leif Erikson was here in the 900s. They found all their settlement up in like the Vermont, like in that area of the.
Most of it was Nova Scotia area. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a peaceful settlement. They were here in 990 or 960. But now they found the Chinese were. They're saying the Chinese were the first here, and like a couple thousand years.
I haven't checked into it.
This is recently, a couple thousand years before anybody. We're finding stuff in the States all the time. And then there's another one that freaks me out is that they think they found like where who is it that disappeared? The Incans or the Mayans? No, the Inca, right? They found like they say it's Incan, that's where they went. They traveled, they went to this Northern America.
Huh.
And that's crazy because it's like 3,000 miles or something, like, because they literally just disappeared. There's no remnants of anything. They don't know why, they
I
think
thought that was the Mayans.
there's a lot of theory that they had drought, because food is everything. See, we can't feed you people. But who knows?
Yeah, well, some things we'll never know.
Exactly.
Some things we'll never know.
I always thought it funny that when things are on the earth and they find like, record keeping or hieroglyphics painting that records and stuff, that they just take it as written in stone, no pun intended, but that the person who left it behind wasn't that kind of asshole that he purposely put the wrong stuff,
Right.
I'm sure they weren't doing it and thinking, damn, the people are gonna find this 1,000 years from now. Of course they weren't. So it's like they assume it's all like factual to a T is that's presuming a lot.
Presuming too much. No.
Yeah, but it's all we have, so I get it. Until you can disprove it or prove it, you just got to roll with it.
And they twist a lot of facts to make them fit them, whatever their theory is as well.
Yeah, ulterior motives, But I love all that stuff. I love all the Egyptian, the great stuff. Did Penny Queen fall asleep?
Nope.
Oh, there she is.
Just listening.
Yeah, Columbus is friggin' Portuguese. He's not. It was a job for Spain. He's not Spanish, and he came from like a rich family, old family, and he wasn't like the big badass stud that everybody thought he was, or the way they pay him out to be.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, Columbus.
Oh.
Which books are history? Which are just stories? Who knows? Yeah. You just gotta take everything with a grain of salt, man. That's all. Because every country has a book on whatever time period you want to pick at random, and I bet if you sat them all side by side and read them all, the range of stuff that you will read that will contradict will be tremendous. But it'll be pretty easy. I think you'll find the same pattern that any country to stay a country and be a country, be a player, you're gonna have to manipulate it to make you look good. It's just normal. It's just like all the presidents when they'd have themselves painted. We have no idea what George Washington looked like because he does not look like the paintings, because he purposely would. It was known. You don't dare paint him in the way he looked because his jaw was all messed up and sunken in because his teeth were so bad.
Yeah, he has real bad gum disease.
Yeah, he was not a good handsome man at all. But all the renditions of him are. And I've seen a photo with a bunch of them side by side, and they're way different, even though they're similar. It's hard to tell one at a time, but when you see a bunch of them at different points, it's like, wow, it is crazy. It shows you all the different renditions, like artists, like what they were seeing and how they painted them. It's kind of cool, but none of them look like him. They say that he looked nothing like his paintings.
Well, it's like Abe Lincoln, he had a bad defect, and that he hit.
They have real photographs of Lincoln, though.
Yeah, I know. I mean, he looks like he does in the pictures, but what I'm saying is,
but he's not
a deformity
looking dude either. He was kind of like a scrawny.
Yeah,
he doesn't look very healthy,
Not at all. He won.
Yeah, all the photos that I see, yeah. And that's the way that's a telltale of the times, man. It was way different.
I was amazed when I got reading about England and Ireland and some of them countries. how much inbreeding it was, and they're royal family.
Oh, that's common.
Oh yeah, I know. I
The
didn't realize that until I got to read.
you know who was like notorious was the Italians, Italy. They intermarried like well past when other countries they stopped it. You
Yeah.
know, when they stopped doing that.
Yep.
And Italy went way for a long time after. Yeah, they still believed in things like that, you know, like bloodline and royalty, and yeah, it's crazy.
It really is. I mean, I didn't realize how much of a problem that was back then.
Those would be fun to read. You got books on Lincoln and Washington. They were written while they were alive.
I've got a few books on them, both of them.
Yeah, I do too, but they're not from them. I got one. I mean, the George Washington. It's a big book too, and I haven't got into it yet. Because I don't. Washington didn't really do it for me. I'm a Jeffersonian. I'm a Thomas Jefferson fan. I think there should be a statue of him in every friggin' town in the country. And you know, really, there's one man that none of this is here without. They did more than anybody, really.
Benjamin Franklin, he was never president.
Yeah, he was too old.
Yep.
And
you wouldn't believe how many people think he was president.
The things he was doing at the time were necessary, you know. So like he was needed where he was, even though he was drinking and partying the whole time in Europe.
Lauren, yeah, he was bad to horse too.
Andrew Jackson's great. You got us Florida. He used to make Andrew Jackson made everybody in the White House call him General. He did not. he did not let people call him Mr. President. He didn't like it. He didn't even want to run. They kind of like the party got him into it.
Yeah, he didn't want to run.
He's such an American, you know, like that guy, Andrew Jackson. Yeah, Andrew Jackson's a big deal, and he was the last one that against the Fed. Andrew Jackson actually like had everything balanced. We had our dollar was strong, and he got the bankers out of politics, and it didn't last, man. But he was the last one that he stood up to him, and he knew what was going on. He knew all the shit that they warned and everything that ended up happening now. He knew it was bad.
I love history. I just absolutely love it.
Yeah, me too.
It's so fascinating. I mean, if you really get into it, what actually did go across when and went on.
Yeah, it's I think these complicated. You know, things weren't simple. There was all the going ons were. It is the same then as it is now.
Oh yeah, and sometimes in some ways worse.
Well, not to say good or bad, but I think back then it was like these men were smart at the time, because the men now in politics nobody's really impressive. I was more impressed with Obama than any of them, you know, as far as education and being like well versed and spoken, and I think he was a really good president.
I couldn't stand a man myself. But.
Yeah, well, I read his book and I watched the like when he was in college after he wrote the first one, he gave a speaking, you know, like a book read, and I couldn't help but be impressed by him. He was very impressive, like honorable. Like I can't say anything bad about the guy, really.
I can think of a lot of bad things to say, but I'm not going to argue with it. But I mean,
yeah, I'm not going to argue either. I don't. You obviously you still believe in politics. Yeah, I'm surprised at your age that you still believe in two-party politics. Because me myself, I think it's a joke. And it's a dog and pony show being ran over on everybody, and I stopped falling for it a long time ago.
I think all of politics is a joke on either side.
Yeah, if you think Democrats and Republicans aren't the best of friends and drink the same scotch at the same bars,
hell, it's like a prosecutor defense attorney.
They're cool because
they go to court and then they go to lunch together.
It's a fact. they all are friends. They've all been friends. There's only one party, and it's the rich ass people party. That's it. There ain't
That's
nothing.
it. I agree with that part.
They just know how to get the money to them in multiple ways, so they fool you thinking that there's choice. David Carlock called Andrew Jackson mass murderer. Well, he was a military guy. Yeah, murdered Indians.
Andrew Jackson was a mass murderer. Yeah, he ain't the only one that was a mass murderer, really. Oh man, I can't wait to get these windows done. Travis, why don't you come do them for me?
Oh, I'd knock them out. I'm good at all. That's what I did, man. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but it's like I was pretty good at what I did, man. You know, construction, remodel is kind of a beast to itself, and remodel was my specialty. You know, new construction's easy compared to remodel. Remodel's the hard.
Remodel's a lot harder, I think.
Yeah, you got to know what you're doing if you're going to do it for a long time. You can't mess around. You got to know what you're doing.
Especially like these old houses like this one. Hell, there wasn't nothing square in this house.
I'm not disagreeing with you, David. It's not a point that I pointed out because I don't have any problem with it. It was all necessary. So it's like I'm just glad there's other men that step up to the plate to take the heat, because like heaven's forbid, I wouldn't want to be the guy to have to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody can take a side, or take up the plight of somebody else. You know, I have a percentage of Indian in my family, but I don't take it. I mean, I'm not a hater because it's like, I'm part Indian or something. It really has nothing to do with anything in my direct day now. It's just, it happened back then. It has nothing to do with me. The fact that I even have an opinion on it, it's because we can. It doesn't mean jack shit to anything.
Hey, Hidden.
Oh, there goes the neighborhood. I'm out of here. Hidden's here.
I saw that. Hey, Hidden, how are you, buddy?
Don't worry, since Dave's not here, man. Poor Dave.
Hello, everybody.
What's happening, Hidden?
Didn't I let you buy them Balboas? I backed off for you, brother. I wanted you to win something tonight.
God, I couldn't make it. I tried it again, man. We stayed up late last night, and I didn't feel. I've had a bad day again. I woke up sick. By the time I got out here, it was already like evening.
Yeah, I slept all damn day too, so I had to go to work.
Oh, you go in for a little bit?
Yeah, my damn phone rang about noontime. Said, "We need you," and I went, "What?" I said, "Fuck."
You answered it.
I know it. I answered it before I even looked to who it was. I figured it was my old lady. No. Work. That's okay. I go back full time week after next. Till October, and then hopefully I'll be done.
The running on platforms like Less Government, every single freaking president's candidate, all of them have made promises. They get them elected, and none of them ever produce the things that they run on. It's like, come on, man. But the founding fathers, there's plenty out there that's documented. They got it. They understood, and they warned about it.
I a long time ago that I don't.
They warned about it religiously. Not to let the government get big, and it's nothing but the opposite has happened because men are greedy, and human nature takes over. And it doesn't matter if you're lucky to have a moment in time when a bunch of men think responsibly on grand scale, bigger than themselves, You know, that's what it was. And they had the fresh memories of Europe, you know, like the taxation without representation, the king's foot on your chest, not even letting you barely breathe, you know, just enough. And it's basically there now, you know, slowly gotten there, using inflation and all the bullshit they use that people just fall for.
I was gonna say it ain't not been all that slowly, Lyman.
Well, yeah, it really we're still in our infancy, man. Opposed to the rest of the world, this country's been around thousands of years, man. We're like 400 years old. It's nothing. But we've done a lot, but it's because this is really a grand experiment. You know, it's the only place in the world like this where the doors are open to everybody. There was no, no, you can't come, but you can. So it's like we have some of everybody. That's like the most beautiful thing. That's why it's special. But this is still England, in my opinion. It's still owned by the Queen. That family runs everything. They know how to do it. They use the tools, for the era.
Oh. Man, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's weird. Like what Rich says, when you don't think they're human, that other humans calling a people not human. It's like, God, it's a lot of this stuff we couldn't possibly understand or comprehend. We can have opinions till we're blue in the face, but we'll never truly know because we weren't there. And you can read all the stuff that was written about something from an era, and it still isn't going to do it complete justice. It's just going to give you a rendition of it. Without all your senses involved and being there, you really have no idea of how these things were, how people, how heinous or not heinous it was. It's just bad is bad and good is good. Like just the fact war is bad, people die. War is hell. That's a fact. People being there during the war that weren't, but not involved with war, it's hard on them, let alone the man that has to go and fight and put his life on the line and lose it. That's the ultimate. It's all in a nutshell. It sucks. There's nothing good about it. There is no real winner, even though you have a winner. They both sides lose. But it's a necessary evil. If we hadn't had all the war up until now, like we wouldn't have anything, half the stuff we have. It's still like the only thing good for a country really is bloodshed. It's necessary. There's a lot of wrongs that the only way to right them is through violence. So it's like you got to kind of be a proponent of it. With all that's bad, it fixes a lot. It rights a lot of wrongs too. But it has become business, though, for sure. A lot of warmongering. That's a fact. That goes way back. Way back.
Hey guys, I need to call it a night.
All right, Penny.
It was fun, guys.
I'm going to get off here then. You all have a good one.
Good night,
easy, Alden. All right, Mama.
Good night, Lemon. Good night, everybody. Y'all be safe and be good.
You too. And I like your albums. Those are cool albums you showed.
Thank you.
We'll see you later on. We'll see you tomorrow or later today, you guys. Boo-bye. Hidden says, boo-bye. Take it easy, David Carlisle. We'll see you later, Hidden. Rich, Callie, always a pleasure. Everybody be well.